British cruise passengers rushed to hospital after hantavirus outbreak. Shocking. British passengers are now isolating in a UK hospital after a hantavirus outbreak on their cruise ship. You are witnessing a health alert unfolding right now. This rare rodent-borne illness has forced a 72-hour quarantine. Crew members tested positive, but here is the bombshell. Passengers arrived with no symptoms. So why are they being monitored so closely? The answer will leave you stunned. Massive health scare hits cruise travelers. British passengers rushed to hospital after a hantavirus outbreak on board. You need to know this. The disease spreads through rodent droppings and urine. But here is the twist. These passengers showed zero symptoms when they landed. Yet they are now isolated for 72 hours. What do officials know that they are not telling you? The silence is deafening. Revealed. A hantavirus outbreak on a cruise ship has triggered an urgent health response. British passengers are now in a UK hospital under strict monitoring. But here is what you need to understand. This disease is rare but deadly. It attacks your lungs and can cause respiratory failure. Crew members tested positive. Passengers had no symptoms. So why the rush to isolate? Something is not adding up. Bombshell. British passengers from a hantavirus-stricken cruise ship are now under 72-hour hospital isolation. You are watching a potential crisis unfold. The outbreak occurred on board while at sea. Crew members were the first to test positive. Now passengers are being watched like hawks. But here is the catch. Hantavirus has an incubation period of up to 8 weeks. Are we looking at a ticking time bomb? Shocking. Imagine being on a dream cruise and ending up isolated in a hospital. That is reality for these British passengers. They returned from their trip with no symptoms. But now they are stuck in a UK hospital for 72 hours. Why? Officials fear the hantavirus could spread silently. You could be next if this outbreak spirals. How safe is your next vacation? Massive alert issued. Health experts are scrambling after a hantavirus outbreak hit a cruise ship. British passengers are now isolated in a UK hospital. Officials say this is a precautionary measure. But here is the truth. Hantavirus is a severe illness with no specific cure. It can cause deadly lung inflammation. You are being kept in the dark about the real risks. How long before this becomes a global threat? Revealed. The hantavirus outbreak on a cruise ship is more dangerous than you think. British passengers were rushed to hospital upon arrival. They showed no symptoms but are now in 72-hour isolation. Officials claim it is routine monitoring. But experts warn that hantavirus can escalate fast. One moment you are fine. The next you are fighting for breath. What are they not telling the public? Find out now. Bombshell. Hidden danger at sea. A hantavirus outbreak has struck a cruise ship, and British passengers are now in hospital isolation. The disease comes from rodents. But here is what you missed. These infected crew members likely contracted ITAT ports of call. That means the ship was a breeding ground for illness. Passengers arriving symptom-free are still being quarantined. Could there be more cases brewing? Stay tuned. Shocking truth about cruise travel. A hantavirus outbreak has forced British passengers into hospital isolation for 72 hours. You need to understand the bigger picture. This is not an isolated incident. Cruise ships are floating petri dishes for disease. Rodent issues are a known problem. Yet officials downplay the risks. This outbreak could devastate the industry. Your next cruise might be a health gamble. Beware. Urgent health warning. British passengers from a hantavirus outbreak cruise are in a UK hospital right now. Crew members got sick first. Passengers followed. Now everyone is under 72-hour quarantine. The risk is real. Hantavirus can kill. You cannot afford to ignore this. Subscribe now to Buzz Blitz News for updates. Stay alert. Stay informed. Your health depends on it. Act fast.